journalism for a magazine called Reggae News that Warren Smith was publishing. Warren does the Sierra Nevada World Music Festival.
Right.
And Charlie calls me up and he says, "Roger, Peter's in your town, and he's got no herb. Can you help him?" And I go, "Well, Charlie, as a matter of fact, I've just come back from a plantation in Santa Cruz, and a friend of mine grew a bunch of 16-footers, and I have 2 colas from the tops of the plants. I'll be glad to help Peter." So he told me he was at the Sunset Marquee in his room, and he says, "I'll call Peter and tell him to expect you." So Mary, my wife, put beautiful wrapping paper around this cola. It was almost 2 feet long and around, about that big around. And she put red, gold, and green ribbons around it. And we go off to the Sunset Marquee and we knock on the door. And he's got a chain on the door. And he opens the door a little bit. And I'm standing there with this thing in my hands. He says, "Oh, what up?" And I said, "That's a gift to you from the herbalists of Southern California, Bush Doctor." And he takes the chain off, grabs me, pulls me in, grabs Mary, pulls her in, slams the door, puts the chain back on, all in about 4 or 5 seconds. And I hand him this, and he starts taking the paper off, and he sees it, and he takes all the paper off, and he looks at it, and he breaks a piece off, and he smells it, looks down the barrel of it for a minute, and finally he turns to me and he says, "Chaw, it'd take a whole lot more than this to get my propeller spin." I didn't mean to insult you, Bush Doctor. I'm so sorry. But he didn't give it back.
He didn't give it back.
No, he didn't give it back.
With that, I guess talking about that,